Well, New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand says it's time to stop funding Don't Ask, Don't Tell. She plans to introduce an amendment to the federal budget denying funding to the military for the costs of any procedure tied to enforcing the ban on gays and lesbians openly serving in the military. Senator Gillibrand made the announcement at a fundraiser for gay rights group last night. So we want to know how average Americans out there feel about gays and lesbians serving openly in the military. Well, here's what we found. In our survey online, we found that the majority of people seem to be okay with it. The latest Fox News Opinion Dynamics poll shows that 61% support it. 30% say they are against it. That's only a slight change from a Fox News poll back in 2003, where 64% supported gays and lesbians serving openly and 25% opposed it. Well, is the political climate right to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell? Richard Socarides advised former President Bill Clinton on gay rights issues in his time as White House advisor and joins us now live. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Shannon.
All right, so why now? Why put this in the State of the Union and put it on the table?
Well, I think, those poll numbers you just showed are a pretty powerful reason all in themselves. I mean, 61%. The interesting number also this morning from the Pew Center, from the Pew poll, is that among young people, there's 69% approval rating for allowing gays to serve openly in the military. So I think the time is it's long overdue. There's a lot of support around it now. Most importantly, last week we saw Admiral Mullen come forward and say that the military was ready for this. We have the best military on earth ever, and many gays and lesbians are serving already now, but allowing them to do so openly and honestly will not affect that negatively. In fact, he seemed to suggest that the impact would be a positive one because it would add to the integrity of the force and to the personal integrity of service members.
What do you make of the pushback from some, including Senator McCain, who say it would be a mistake to repeal this policy at this time?
Well, I think, first of all, it's very out of date. And I think that the amazing thing is that you saw very little of that. I don't know what Senator McCain was troubled by. He's generally speaking a pretty fair and honest person. He knows a lot about the military, so there's a lot of credibility around this. He had said during the campaign, during his presidential campaign, that if the Joint Chiefs came forward, if the head of the Joint Chiefs came forward and recommended it, he would go along with it. So now you had that happening, and he wasn't ready to go along with it. So I'm not exactly sure what was happening there. I bet that we bring him along pretty quickly, though.
And I quickly want to ask you, the president made a lot of promises and assurances to the gay and lesbian community during the campaign. Is he getting a lot of pressure to make sure things like Don't Ask, Don't Tell actually get on the front burner and get done? Any pressure from the left?
Well, I think he made a conscious decision during his first year to go slow on some of these things, and it turns out perhaps that he was smart to do it and to wait for Secretary Gates and Admiral Mullen to go along with him, because now it looks like everything is coalescing around this. So he was under a lot of pressure from many people, including myself, to move more quickly. But he took his time, and I think in some ways what we've seen this week is a vindication of that strategy. There's still a lot to do in this country, as more people become comfortable with gay people, and they realize that people are there, in their family and their relatives, and people in general become more comfortable with being open and honest who they are, I think overall acceptance will increase, and you will see the president and others willing to move more forthrightly on these issues.
Richard Socarides, great always to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.